Hey everybody, it's Patricia and welcome back to my channel. It's time to do a new check-in with my project Level Up. What I've been doing is pulling palettes, using them 1, 2, or 3 times each color, and then rolling them out and picking new palettes. I usually let my Pretty Random app pick the palettes for me. This time I picked the palettes. I'm switching it up. With the normal project Level Up, you go from level 1 to level 5 and start back over. I really struggled with using each color in my palettes 3 times. So I think 3 is as far as I'm going to go, and I'm going to go back to level 1. I'm just doing it my own way. I'm not part of the actual Level Up group that is out there. I kind of joined in and kind of did my own thing. So yeah, switching it up because this is what I want to do. Let me show you the palettes that I had just used. They were for level 3, so I picked 3 palettes and I used each color 3 times. So first was the Alamar Reina del Caribe. I guess I'm saying that right. It's volume 1. This is what it looked like. I had absolutely no issues using this 3 times. In fact, each time I used it, I used every single shadow that's here, put them all on my eyes, used it 3 times. And I do like this palette. I've always liked this palette. I think I got it in a BoxyCharm years ago when it first came out, and I have not been disappointed. I had volume 2 and I decluttered that one. I didn't like it as well, but I do like this one. So yeah, I got some use out of that one. Second, the Too Faced Italian Spritz palette. This is a new palette from me. There we go. I had no problems using this. I took this with me when I went out of town, so I used just this palette for an entire week. I used every shade 3 times. Yeah, I like this palette. It's one of my favorites. I am a little tired of it. I'm going to retire it for a while because yeah, I did really use the heck out of it on vacation, and so yeah, I'm a little done with it. Here's where my struggle bus was. It was the Cotton Candy Queen from Jeffree Star. This one I struggled with. It is a pastel palette. Pastels is not like something I use on a regular basis. I had to struggle using these. I couldn't use just this palette to do a look. I tried. I didn't like it. I had to use these as pops of color with other shadows. So therefore, these 2 palettes actually got used more than 3 times each. I had to use these to go along with this palette. I struggled to use these shades 3 times. I am done with this palette until I think Easter of next year. I really, unless I use it for a Halloween look, I struggled with that palette. This is for me a palette that will just be used for pops of color. Yeah, that one was rough. That was what made me think, I can't go to level 4. I just can't do that again. So we're going back to level 1. With level 1, I picked 5 palettes. This time I chose the 5 palettes myself. We're in fall, even though it doesn't really feel like fall, but we're in fall and going into Halloween time. And there's certain palettes I like to use this time of year. And so that's what we're going to do. So let me start with showing you the 5 palettes I've chosen. I didn't let the Pretty Random app choose them. I chose them. This is what I want to use. First, this has been on my mind to use, my Modern Renaissance palette from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I have shown this palette a lot of love in the past. I really feel I need to give it some more love. So this one I am going to use each color at least once and yeah, give it a little more attention. Next, my Melt Gemini 2 palette. I think I got this last year. I'm really looking forward to playing in this one again. It's that time of year. It's definitely a fall palette. So yeah, looking forward to creating looks with this palette. Next, this one I also got last year. The Nomad Hudson Valley palette. Definitely a fall palette. Looking forward to it. It's going to be fun. There we go. A little spoiler, I happen to order another Nomad palette. I will be using that one as well when it comes, but I don't have it yet. And then my last two palettes are my Halloween palettes, my go-to palettes this time of year. I love them. Lunar Beauty, Moonspell 1 and 2. Volume 1. Volume 1 is my favorite. It's my favorite color story. And then Volume 2 is more pinks and purples, but gorgeous. If there is a Volume 3, I will be buying it. If there's a Volume 4, I will be buying it. I love these. So that's the 5 palettes I'm going to be using, each color at least once for the next, I don't know however long this takes me. I don't do this by the month. I do it by once I hit my goal. Then I switch them out again because I want to keep going through these palettes and using them. So there we go. That's it. So guys, thank y'all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, I'd love it if you would subscribe. Any questions or comments, just leave them down below. Again, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.